The camera finally came. You can see my face. This is me. Okay, so now we need to make the small rivers. So let's start erasing things. Okay, now we're gonna erase this little dot right here. We also kind of have these really weird little things that happen to that appear, so on and so on. I don't know why, but anyhow, we have our elliptical eraser brush set, but I might as well erase a little bit extra piece of land here. That's fine. Okay, this is the how many points we were using. 44 points for the rivers, and as we mentioned, this is a lake, and so since there are two currents of water, just one is gonna come out, and we're gonna get a bigger amount of water. So for these people, we're going to get a bigger river, something around double that. It would be 88. So I don't know how about we get, let's make a test here with 77. How is 77 looking for you guys? We're just looking at thickness. Doing this is not going to be hard at all, but we want to look at thickness. 77 look roughly. It isn't. I mean, we need to go to 88. Let's say 86. That is close enough. This is double the thickness we were managing before that. I don't know. We have talked about following your gut, and I feel that is too thick. So I think 77 was a nice number. So let's just erase whatever we are missing. So let's, a little bit tricky here, so let's just erase now. We messed it up right at the end. Okay, so let's try this thing, and if we kind of follow and move from one edge of the how is it looking? Not that bad, but I don't like it. Let's try something different. Let's actually try, you know what, might as well just go with something a little bit smaller. No, we kinda got a really weird curve there that I don't like. So let's kind of follow this thing through. The thing that I am seeing, people, is this thick erase. If we do a thick eraser here, oh, what is that? What is that? Oh my god, look at that. We have to fix that. Brush. We can fix that thing later, but we might as well do it now. Oh, okay, that is not, that is something else entirely. Okay, I was worried. Okay, let's go back to erasing. The thing with this 69, I might maybe go for a 65. I think that is small enough. Yeah, we are going to follow this thing through, and we are going to follow this thing like this, and so we are going to travel this way. I think that is good enough. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird here, so let's maybe just try to erase it. We kinda might want to get a little bit of thickness around here. And also on this part we kinda have this weird thing that we might wanna get like a bigger entry level of water getting into this. Yes, even better. Also here it should open like around here like that. It should open around the same around here, and here. Yep, that's pretty much it. But we might as well just get ahead of it. Yeah, that is a little bit better. I don't, I thought I like, but I actually don't like that little piece of landmass that we have there. So we might as well reduce this thing a little bit, just so slightly, just so slightly. Let me see. We kinda want to, yep, that's it. That's better. Now let's go back to sketches. We have to get a thick river here. This one is going to be interesting because of the angle it is coming through. It doesn't feel like we're gonna get a really thick river. Okay, this is much easier to do, guys. Far easier to do. Let's hide this thing and see if we get a better thickness. Ooh, yes, we actually got a nice thickness there. So let's work it out a little bit, right? Let's erase this thing a little bit here, and let's open that thing up. Actually, we should open this thing here as well. We might open this thing here and reduce a little bit of the curvature here. Here we kind of have this really weird curve on this side, so, and this one over here, which we might want to get a little bit improving. Also here, there we go. Yep, that's more like it. That's more like it. It is looking okay. There are some minor things. I like the overall shape, but we kind of need to get this thing a little better. Okay, little improvement, guys, little improvements. Doing big things. It's tricky sometimes, because if you do a bunch of little things, you're looking basically at a big picture. Maybe the little sloppy details are not really noticed as much, but when you do the big ones, the little details are actually big details. So yeah, let's actually fix this thing and let's work it out here. Okay, we have this little thing here. You know, we might want to include some slightly shaky hand curvature for the sake of not having perfect curves. That kind of fits slightly. if we have too much of a curve, like a really super clean curve, which is not bad, we can have some of those. It is just way surreal for this kind of map we're making. Maybe for another kind of map, but for us right now, what we want something that looks old and imperfect. Fantastic. But we wanted to work within the boundaries of our context, and our context is fantasy. Well, the standard for fantasy maps, which is not the most historic one, but it's what we're used to, and it's what we like. At least I like. So that's pretty much. So that's what I am going for. You might really want hyper historic things, and I can enjoy those, but this is not what I am looking for. Okay, so here we have this really weird thing, so we're going to kind of close it here a little bit. There you go. That kind of changes a little, and here we also have like this. It kind of looks like a shadow, so we might as well maybe, yeah, okay, that wasn't what I was looking for. Might as well, you know, just go a little bit down here and just close this thing. Here we have this little spot, that little pointer. We're gonna get that thing done, and now as we kind of open this thing to see a little bit, just open it here, and there you go. Now I know we have some above here. This one is going to be interesting. And what else are we missing? We're missing one. We're missing two. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, yeah, let's get this thing fast so we can actually get you guys to what you came in for, getting that beautiful border done. A little curve here, which is nice. The little thing here. Now we do a curvature here. We follow these through, and we go all the way around here, and we get this small curve here, and we go all the way down here, slightly around this spot. And for what? We're gonna get this curve here, and this curve here. We are almost finished. And I got a message. You might have heard that. But I am not going to check it. Okay, let's look at our river. Interesting. I like it. Now let's look at the details that we have to fix. Here we are going to open this around here like this. Here we're going to do something roughly the same with some minor curves. There we go. That's better. Now let's look at what else needs fixing. Ooh, this spot here, not my favorite, and this spot here, not my favorite. There we go, a little bit better. We might open this thing a little bit here, not much. And this curve here, I like how it is closed, but I might want to open it a little bit more here. Not much, just about right. Little narrow path here. Okay, here you see how this thing is clearly repeating here, so we are going to open this a little bit here, just so slightly. And also these, no, there we made a mistake there. We're gonna get this thing thicker here as well, and this vertical thing, that's more like it. No, there was this weird spot that would have been a mess to fix, so yeah, something more like that. Okay, perfect. We have this nugget thing here, which we also want to get rid of ever so slightly. Yep, let's see. This is nice, this is nice. Oh, wait. Okay, here we have the same deal, so let's see how can we maybe go a little bit around here to get this thing slightly thicker, just about there. And let's just try to get this thing slightly thicker around there. Okay, and here we might want to get some thickness as well, and maybe eat that little spot over there. Excellent. Now, just for the finishing touches, we have this thing here that looks really awfully cut. We're going to read this, and we are going to also open this up to this side around here like that. We're gonna get a nice opening, which makes sense. We're gonna eat away this little spot. Yeah, okay, the size we have is 68, that is great. Also going to kind of model this a little bit. That is fine. And now we go back to 68 points. 68, excellent. Okay, no, 68, perfect. Now, put your sketch on. Okay, what do we have here, guys? Everything here is done, everything here is done, everything here is done, everything here is done. We're missing this one, and we're not missing anything up here, so we are missing just one river, which starts here. Okay, so let's start it. This thing comes here, it goes slightly down all the way here, this curvature here. Here we're going to get some shaky hand, and we're going to go all the way here, shaky hand here, all the way down here with this curve, and here we end kind of eating a little bit here. So let's just get this thing done with. If we did this here, this thing is going to open slightly here, and we're going to cut this opening here just to make it ever so soft. And let's start, working on the little details. So the bay here, this thing opens a little bit here, and it opens somewhat here as well. That is fine. This is too. Okay, I might have I totally overdid that. So let's just try and, let's say, work it out. There you go. Here we have this spot that we don't want to make a little thicker. That's fine, and we might also want to start making this thing thicker around. Okay, yes. Well, let's start making this slightly thicker there too. I don't like this very much, so I am going to close this thing here as I just I actually need to look at the VR picture here just for clarification. Let's get this thing slightly thicker. Okay, that's better. Here we have this spot. I don't like these kind of things, so let's get it a little bit more curvature. That's good enough. And here we have another one, so we're also going to do that. We're also going to get some thickness over here, same way over here, and that's fine. Now I think this spot is okay. It actually doesn't fit quite well, but was pretty decent. So like it is like that, that's nice. And yeah, we can have the narrow pass over there, and so we have the rivers done. We take a rivers. Lakes, everything is done. This is so this is the continent. And just for clarification, we're not gonna put anything here, not even later on. Like I might as well just I think I'm gonna resave this document, and if you ever do something like this, so for a head like that, or for a region that is unknown, at some point around this part of the process, just save the document and just cut the part and do the whole process. Maybe putting the rivers and whatnot, and ruins and names later on a different document, but have an incomplete map of these for the players, and you can just refill it out later with more things for you. Even let's say if the forests are not the same, guys, exactly the same, it's a fantasy map, it doesn't have to be super accurate. So yeah, I am going to save this document with a different name just for this, and I will work it out later on, maybe likely on a video. So okay, now that this thing is done, we are actually going to get our quick selection tool here. I always forget the names. And we're gonna get this thing bigger, around, nope, let's get this thing on a better size, a little bit, somewhat bigger, 1000 and what something. Yeah, let's try it for 1000 and what something. Let's see how it works. And this thing will have to load. This actually gonna take quite a while. Yeah, you see, pretty much I need a nice selection. So we are going to try and get this thing done here. This, let's say, warm island, cocoon, caterpillar, whatever, we're gonna do it later on. This little part is going to be tricky. Oh, we got selected. Nice. Oh, actually got selected. Great. Okay, perfect. Let's see. We have everything. We have even some islands, the small ones, which is great. That is amazing. Oh, everything is selected. Okay, so let's do this thing, guys. Okay, we're going to go through and make maybe slightly some checks. We're actually going to, oh wait a minute, I might have forgotten something. Just let me check. Yep, I forgot something, sorry about that. We are actually going to fix it out in just yeah, I guess we can actually go for like a 7. This river here, I completely forgot I had this thing in mind, but this is just a minute, guys, and we're just going to repeat the process. Pretty much what I am going to do here is to have this river fully cross, you know, behind this mountain, you know, maybe just, you know, no, I don't like that. I'm actually gonna erase, no, you know what, no, sorry, I cannot actually erase the thing. But I can make sure that I erase the part that goes around. Maybe a little bit here, that's fine too. Yep, okay, and here. Okay, now we have, now it works. Okay, now that's, it's going to be tricky, first time of me doing this thing here. But you know, it's a nice detail, you know, like those are the things that makes a difference in the end. And I didn't see it, like, I didn't do this thing anywhere else, like, you know, I will erase this little part of the mountain and whatnot and later on. But these, chef's kiss, guys. Okay, now let's go back to our nice quick selection tool and let's just work it out the same way we did before. Let's just get it roughly around the border. Maybe put a little bit more detail if there are some rivers around. Now we wait. Okay, now perfect, excellent. So let's do a quick reckoning. So sorry, yeah, you know, like English is my first language. Some recognitions around here. Recognition, yeah. Okay, perfect. So far so good. Everything is well enough. Let's actually check our mountain, which is around here somewhere. Where is it? Guys, I lost it. Oh, I see you. You're not the biggest little detail. Perfect. That looks okay to me. And you know, we're gonna work, you know, erase a little bit later on. That's totally okay. Okay, perfect, excellent. Yep. So far so good here, so far so good here, so far so good. So far so good, excellent. Little spots. Great. Now, this selection we're going to go to, oh, this is in Spanish. These layers named basically like river borders. So this oh shoot, I don't have the right color selected, so let's just get our selection tool and this is Amiga at this. Holy moly, I messed up, but we know everything was fine, so it's not going to be an issue later on. We select the right color, we go back to our base selection tool. We're actually going to rename this thing. This is border rivers and tick border, that's fine. We are here. Yep, sorry about that, guys. let's hide this thing. Let's just select everything again. We see this little square selection, that's what it is selecting. I might see some issues here, but we're gonna work those out. So we wait. So far so good, so far so good. Even even the smaller islands are being selected. That didn't happen last time. Excellent, so far so good. Around here, this land with a bunch of rivers. The face, this is important. This is going to be some really interesting part. I don't have the answer yet, but I am actually pretty excited to fill this thing up. Okay, now I don't see anything issue. So here, border rivers. We have the right color and we go to edit stroke. Now, this is pretty much going to build a stroke across the border on the rivers and the border of the continent with this number of pixels with the color is already chosen, and here we have inside, center, or outside. Opacity, blending mode, preserve transparency if there is such, which we don't have. Inside means it is going to be done to the inside of the gun, to the selection. Center is half and half outside, half inside, and outside is pretty much outside of the borders. So to preserve our selection, we are actually I don't want to lose much. 2 pixel is not much. We were working at 44 pixel selection of width for the rivers, so we're gonna go for a center 4, and so we wait. The nice part is that this thing didn't, and here we go. This is the selection. We cannot really see it much now, but we have it, and we can we can erase it. So now we go to the tick borders and we do the same process. We go to edit stroke. Right now we're going to actually do something that is a 9 with border, and from here we're okay, wait, my bad. We have half on the inside, half on the outside, so we already have 4. We're gonna go for a 9 minus 4 is 5, so we're going for a 5 width on the outside, which is going to add up to the internal 4, and that way we're going to have okay, that was fast. That way, and let me show you that. So, but we will have to let me see if I can actually show you the issues on the matter. Okay, look at that. Okay, I might have made some miscalculations, seeing this thing without a border. I might want to keep the 9 for the rivers. So let's do it again. This is actually gonna be a little bit easier to see if we do it this way. We're going to go to stroke and river border layer. We are going to go for an outside 9. We're going for a center 9, which is, let's see how the center 9 looks. I don't want to lose much river. Which I am doing. I am losing too much river in my opinion. I don't like that. So edit stroke, how much river I am willing to lose. That is the question. But you know I want a 9. So if I go on the outside of a 9, how much of a landmass am I losing? No, it was to be on the inside. Sorry. Edit stroke inside. That actually looks better to me. It is okay. Yeah. These are the borders of the rivers. So now we go to this layer. Now we're going to work on the outside. Edit stroke outside. Another 9 wouldn't be enough. So let's try with an 18 stroke. To see if we have a nice border. See how we have half and half, and if we go really detail on the inside, that's interesting. Okay, I am a little worried. Let me just, okay, that is not nice. We cannot do that. We cannot, we have to there. Okay, now stroke. We have an 18, which seems good enough. Plus 9, it's 27. Divided by 2 is 10 and is 17. And 10 per 20 and 3, it is a center of 13. Okay, yeah, I actually lost myself there, so I am going to make some calculations here. We have a 9, we have a 9 on the inside, and we have an 18 on the outside, which is at 27. and we have to go on the middle one just to avoid that ugly line that we had, unless we, okay, wait, no, I think actually we have a better idea. If we go outside on the 18th, we have that little middle thing we don't really like much, right? You know, actually, just for the little islands, let me check on the little islands, because I am worried for the little islands. Okay, yeah, that's the, okay, that's an issue for the islands. The islands shouldn't have been selected. We actually have really thick islands, and I don't want that level of thickness on the really small islands. I don't really mind. Let's see these ones over here. These ones over here fine actually, but the smaller ones not so much. So we might, just for the sake of these, we might want to go slightly thicker on that. You see how all these little things set up. So we have 18, so we might want to go maybe 13, maybe 5 pixels. It should be good enough. Outside we might lose something there, but slightly better, yeah. We compare to this one, let's compare some small islands here. I mean, my face is kind of the way of the thing, but sure. To look at, and this is fine. But now here's the thing, we have these awful line in the center that we kind of want to get, out of our way. So how do we do that? We're going to do a stroke. We have 9, and we're going to do it center-wise. So we have, this is going to be a 7, which we have a 9 here, and we have we have 9 on the inside and 15 on the outside. So the half of 15 is 7.1. So we're actually just going to, for the sake of this, maybe go for a 12 center on half and half, and it's just going to overlap a little bit to both sides, and we're going to have a better section overall. And now we're going to deselect, and we have this pretty nice thing. Perfect. Now this is our thing. So what are we going to do? For the sake of this, we are just going to erase we are actually going to erase the reverse, in this awful thickness that we have for the reverse. We're going to erase. There we go. And also for the legs, why not just go crazy on like a huge ginormous eraser size, because you might erase the border, and you guys know we are working on the borders, so we just work a little bit around the, we're gonna work some details around these coastlines, but we are just going to quite easily just going to erase these things. We're going to have this, yeah, a different in thickness, but it works better because when we're looking at the coast, we are looking at some like broad details, since most things happened inland, so we kind of work around those things. And that, nice mountain pass is going to be a tricky thing. We can fix little things by hand. That is totally okay. There's no shame in that. Okay, let's just get this thing done. Ooh, look at this one. Maybe around here, that's fine. What do we have on this side? Okay, this is interesting, but we will work on that thing a little bit later on. This is really therapeutic, guys. Highly recommend you doing this. Now enjoying a little bit of map making. It's quite a nice process. It doesn't look so bad for like the thicker ones, but that's we know why is that. Let's erase this thing. Ooh. Boy, look, this one is a thin one. Oh, look at that. That's better. That's better. This bird is fine. Okay, we're getting close to the hour. I guess when we might finish this, I might show you how you fix some details. And do and fix all the other details once I show you how to do it and how to get a nice result. You can work your little things out. And now that we've done this little thing here, let's just erase everything here also on this big lake. There goes my phone again. Okay, let's work this thing out here. Let's also work this one out. Okay, let's look at what I did. Okay, here we go. This is the thing. Okay, we already raised this. This is how everything went down in the mountain. So we are actually going to fix this thing later on. Not so nice, but hey, since it is on a different layer, we can actually make it look way better. That is the magic of layers. You pretty much see, you might be getting to what we're actually going to do. I am going to just kind of connect these lines the same way I erase these. This is pretty much all the rough, the opposite process. This thickness is going to become less and less thick as they go into rivers, and that will be done with every river and so on. So let's, and we haven't saved. Okay, that is scary. I haven't saved at all. Really scary, and this is not something for a scary RPG. So let's erase this little thing around here. Oof. Did I miss anyone? Did I miss anyone? No, I think I didn't. Some minor details that we are going to work. We have pretty much, look at that. Look at that. How does that look, guys? Quite a difference, huh? Yeah, I guess it is a little bit hard to notice things once you kind of have this really dark background I chose. But look at that. Look at that. That is quite an interesting continent. A little bit small, but yeah, that's on me. Okay, so let's actually save it. Let's just, file, save, and now we wait. We wait for it to save for a little while. What do you think of this process so far? What are you most interesting or excited to see in the process in future videos? The hills, the naming, when I actually start to get a little bit of details into cultures and whatnot. What do you guys want to see? Okay, that was fast. Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, now let's see. What do we have to? Okay, look at this. Thick border. What do we? Okay, so let's just try to erase this little thing here. That's okay. Okay, we kind of wanted to. Okay, that's an interesting spot. Oh, look at that! I completely misinterpreted this one over here, but yeah, okay, that's okay. Oh, look at that! We have those really weird. Why is this happening? I might have to go into some forum to ask around these things. I might, I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna do that. So let's. Okay, that I just took a screen cap and yep. So yeah. Okay, so let's. Okay, so now we have our standard hard round. We might want this thing a little bit smaller, around 9. That's okay, that's better. Brush with the ideal color, and we're pretty much just going to make this little thick line that goes in here and color this out, make it join in nicely. Same thing here, we're just going to make it just go in nicely around the same spot. It just joins around the same spot, and we just just color it nicely, and there we go. That is good enough for me. That is just what I wanted. It doesn't have to be such a what is the word I'm looking for, like extensive, let's say, connection. You can work around to whatever like you see fitting, and you kind of have these little nice things. So yeah, for example here I'm gonna open this a little bit, and I am going to open it here, around here, and I'm going to just connect it around here like this. Maybe get a little bit of thickness here for a curve, and that's better. What about here? Okay, this is an interesting one I want you guys to look at. That's better. Okay, this is interesting. I want to close this thing around here a little bit, and I want to close this thing As a matter of fact, I am actually going to raise. Oh, look at that! I cannot actually raise that. So I am going to grab this little spot here, which why this wasn't me. I should have opened this a little bit. This was a hard spot. Hey, no map is perfect. That is okay. Eraser. We're gonna erase this thing around here. Ooh, not the best idea. So let's just close it a little bit around here like this. We're also going to close this thing around here like that. And let's work out the mountain. So we know that this is not on the thick layer but on the river layer, so we have to get a smaller eraser, and we just try to erase, letting go of the click so we don't lose our whole process. If we messed up, work out everything from the center out. By little clicks, maybe switch it out a little bit. Check it out under the blue. Okay, that is interesting. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Eraser. Yep, let's just erase this thing. We actually need something a little bit bigger there. There you go. That's better. And look at that. These are little things we will have to fix later on. But everything is so far is pretty well. How about this thing? Brush. We go only. I kind of went up. There we go. Here we go, and here we just join a little bit here. That's okay. What else? This little spot eraser. A little bit complicated, but an easy fix. It looks really hard, but it's an easy fix. Yeah, and now you see how I did the thing on the outside part, the inner part. Yeah, that's pretty much little tricks. You just follow your gut, and it just looks quite nice. So I think okay, this is an interesting one to show you. We actually are almost on the hour, so let me just fix a couple more. Slightly over an hour, couple of minutes, but yeah. Brush. So we grab this thing, we close it around here, that's okay, to this spot, and so we do the same thing on here. This one is an easier one, and yep, I think we might wanna maybe look into a river here, or this one is interesting to show you guys. I think it has some words on it. Brush. I kind of like how this thing went in here, like just by erasing that. That was a neat surprise, but let's just try to get a little bit of thickness here, and that's fine. As a matter of fact, we might just get a little bit erased here, just slightly. That's a little spot, and so far this is the process. I'm gonna finish this, and we will work on some other things. on our next video, guys. And we're, yeah, almost like an hour and a minute. So thank you a lot for coming to the video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.